What's going on, crew? It's March, week 2 on the Homestead series, episode 8. And today, we've got work to do, but first, as you can see behind me, the tractor needs to get some repairs. Got to replace a hydraulic pump. So, I'm going to do that real quick, and then we can get started. $3,486 to repair that. So that is repaired. Just getting this closed up now, and let's go work on getting these other fields done. So today we are going to be planting grass, and I've been kind of thinking, let's go into let's pull up the drone real quick. So we got the oats planted in this field over here. I'm actually kind of thinking, because we do have a lot of grass already, that I may plant this area with grass, and then also plant this field over here with wheat as well, or oats as well, because we're going to need a lot of oats and wheat to make flour, and also we can use the grain as food for the chickens. Not necessarily oats. Oats is more for horses, but when it comes to the wheat, we can utilize the wheat for feed versus doing it for flour. So we're going to go ahead and plant the grass first over here on this field. So let's see, what is the ups and downs on this one? I don't remember. Okay, they're going to be straight up and down from where we're at. No, it's going to be side to side from where we're at. Okay, so GPS set up. Let's get up over here. And I went and I talked to Cole too when I went and picked up the rest of the seed. I was like, hey, this doesn't fit all of the seed that I thought it would. It was 1,600. He said, oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. That 1,600 is half fertilizer and half seed. So it really only holds 830 liters of seed, which is fine. He told me it was a small tank, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and get that down. We'll get that on. We'll get the radio on,
Sharon
and we'll
City.
get the drone up.
It is 9:11 a.m. on this Friday morning. We're looking at a nice warm-up heading into the late morning. Perfect timing if you're out there getting seed in the ground. No rain in the forecast, skies are clearing up, and it's shaping up to be one of those picture-perfect planting days across the county. So whether you're running oats, corn, beans, or just prepping that soil, today's the day to make some progress. Before we kick off the next track, I want to give a shout out to our friend HK over at the Harvesting King YouTube channel. We're currently sitting at 263 subscribers. Lost one along the dirt road somewhere, but hey, that happens. We're still pushing hard for that 300 subscriber goal by the end of the year, And here's the thing, 41% of viewers still aren't subscribed. If you've been enjoying the Homestead Challenge, the grind, the story, the builds, all of it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps HK keep this whole thing rolling, and it's completely free. Let's see if we can make that 300 happen. All right, folks, here's one for everyone grinding it out on the fields today. This is Dreams Don't Ride Alone. Turn it up and keep chasing yours.
There's a dream out on the horizon where the sunrise paints it gold. It's a long road getting to it, full of stories yet untold. But with calloused hands and early mornings, I'll keep pushing through the strain. 'Cause the only dreams worth having are the ones you earn in rain. Hard work makes it real. Dreams don't ride alone. They need sweat to make them grow. Every mile, every hour, every high and every low. And I'll keep moving forward, no matter where the wind may blow. 'Cause dreams don't ride alone. And I got fields left yet to sow. Some days the world feels heavy, like the weight of steel and stone. But I've learned that steady labor builds a future all its own. From broken ground to fresh beginnings, from the dark back to the light. Dreams are found in every moment that you choose to stand and fight. Hard work makes it real. Dreams don't ride alone. They need sweat to make them grow. Every mile, every hour, every high and every low. And I'll keep moving forward, no matter where the wind may blow. 'Cause dreams don't ride alone. And I've got fields left yet to sow. Finding strength if the path seems rough and rugged. Don't turn back, don't step aside. Hard work is the engine that keeps a dream alive. And when doubt starts whispering like a storm inside your mind, plant your feet, keep pushing on. Your dream's not far behind. Reaching in. Dreams don't ride alone. They need grit to make them true. Every sunrise, every struggle puts me closer than I knew. And when I finally reach that moment, when the dream comes into view, I'll be proud I kept on going. 'Cause the work got me through. Yeah. Your dreams don't ride alone. Oh, yeah. Dreams don't ride alone. But with these hands I'll see mine grown. One more step, one more day. I'm building life my own way.
Alright, so we're done with the grass field. And I think I am going to go ahead and plant oat in this other field. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you guys back in once I'm done with this field over here. Alright, so we got oat in this field over here, and we got grass over in this field over here. They both need rolled, so I went ahead and took the seeder and put it over there. I'm going to clean it out, get the seeds out of it and clean it before I put it away for the day. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in, and we're going to go right to rolling. And I think we'll roll the wheat or the oat field first, and then we will do the grass field after that. So, starting assist with GPS. Get that over here. And I think we will start on this line right over here. There we go. Lower that down, and we'll keep the drone up and let you guys enjoy some music.
Quiet thoughts, these quiet moments come and go. Between the work and all the noise, life's been a road of twists and turns, full of broken dreams and joys. And sometimes when the engine hums and the world feels far away, I think about the miles behind and what I've learned along the way. Looking back, looking forward, miles behind, miles ahead. Every step is where it led, from the heartbreaks to the laughter, from the sunrise to the dread. Yeah, life's a winding story that's still waiting to be read. Miles behind, miles ahead, I'll keep walking where I'm led. Lessons learned, made mistakes I won't deny, took roads I shouldn't have gone down, but every wrong turn taught me something about strength I never thought I'd found. And even when the days felt heavy and I didn't know what's next, time kept pushing forward and I learned to take a breath. Looking back, looking forward, miles behind, miles ahead. Every step is where it led, from the heartbreaks to the laughter, from the sunrise to the dread. Yeah, life's a winding story that's still waiting to be read. Miles behind, miles ahead, I'll keep walking where I'm led. Finding peace in the journey, we're all searching for an answer, something deeper, something real. But life's meaning's in the journey, not the end we hope to feel. And someday I'll look back smiling at the roads that felt so tough, knowing every single moment was more than just enough. Rekindle, looking forward, miles behind, miles ahead. Every dawn paints new instead. All the memories, all the choices, all the words I've left unsaid. But I'll keep moving forward with a steady heart and tread. Miles behind, miles ahead, I'm still walking, just not done yet.
Alright, crew, so I got all of the fields rolled. So this one is completely rolled, and this one over here is rolled as well. So we need to get these cleaned up. We still haven't got any pallets or anything over here, but we need to get these items cleaned up and put away. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And once we get these cleaned up and put away, we got a couple of other things that we need to do to finish up this episode and prep for the next episode, which is going to be fertilizing our 3 fields, because that's all we got left to do on the fields. Well, fertilizing and weeding, but we don't have a weeder yet, so we're gonna have to figure that out, as well as we need to also see about, we planted this stuff in, we have 3 months, I think it is, right? Let's double check. Crop calendar, we just planted in oats. So we have April, May, June, July. So we have 4 months that we need to come up with enough money to get a harvester. But on the plus side to that, everything that we need to get done for this year, once we get these fields completely done, we're pretty much done until October. Or September, August, September, when we are going to be planting our second field and harvesting this oat field here. So that's going to give us a lot of time to work on contract work, start building some money, and get some other things planted and or bought that I want for year 2 of this challenge. So that's really what we're going to be doing. So once we get those done, I'm going to be honest, we'll probably end up skipping through a couple of months, or I'll be doing a lot of this stuff offline. I'll record a little bit of what it is that we're doing, but it's going to be more about getting the money situated for it. So let's go ahead and empty the seeds out of this real quick. So there's what, 548. How many is in here? 6,000. So we're still gonna have 2 no matter what, because they only do 1,000. So we'll just leave it that way, and we'll get this put up over here. Alright, so where are we going to put the seeder? We really need another shed, like one like this over here, that we can move all of our what do you call it, grass work items into. But oh, the shovel's there. Oops. Almost hit that telephone pole. Where can we put this so that it's going to be out of the way? We don't need it for some time. So you know what? I think what we will do is bring it over here in this way. If it'll fit. That's the question, will it fit? I don't think it's gonna fit. it's not going to fit it that way. Can I get it to fit at an angle? Just to try to get it to come in here. Nope. Well, we kind of got it to fit through there. Alright, well, I'll figure that out here in a little bit. We're just going to put that right there for right now. Until I can get another shed and get it figured out where I want to put that. So, some of the other things that we need to do is I want to go ahead and put some more water in the greenhouse. I want to try and keep that as full as we can until we can get something to automatically distribute the water to it. It says dump water. Can we dump the water right there into the greenhouse? Let's see if that's going into the greenhouse. If so, that'll be very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, it went into the greenhouse. Interesting. Let's fill that back up. Let's bring this back over to here. Empty some water in there. And we'll refill it. There we go. So we got that done. Put this over here. Put that there. All right. So next. So that is now full of water again. So yep, that's full. Alright, and the chickens still have plenty of food. And we just put food in with the cows last episode, I think it was. Possibly earlier on than this episode. I don't remember, I'll be honest. It's been a few days because my capture card went out on me. So, let's see, we got 1,190 liters of manure. And yeah, so I got plenty of food. Alright, so next is getting fertilizer and getting it prepped for the next episode. However, before we do that, I want to drive up to the bulletin board and see potentially if there's any contracts that we might be able to do. So we're going to drive up to the billboard and check on some contracts. Because looking at harvesters and whatnot, so far, when I was talking to Cole at the dealership, I told him to keep an eye out for anything that comes in and whatnot. But right now, it looks like the cheapest one that I can get is going to be around $75,000, and that's just for the harvester itself. And then it's another $25,000 for the grain header that is needed. So I need to come up with $100,000 just for the harvester alone within the next 4 months. Also, I want to try and get within this month a forage wagon so I can mix some TMR. And we know that's right around $38,000. So we got to figure that one out as well. So we'll have to I really hope there's some contracts that pop up. It's beginning of planting season, so there should be something that we potentially could do. We have a planter, so anything that's planting we can do. We do have a roller as well. We have a plow. We do also have a beller as well. I haven't seen any tedding contracts in 25, so I don't think that would be anything that would pop up for, but I don't know. That's what we have for equipment, so let's see what we have here at the bulletin board. Alright, so looking at the bulletin board, we have a hoeing contract, which we don't have. Stone picking, we sold the stone picker that we had. And that's that field that I had just plowed. And that would have been $15,000, and a wood transport. So there's still nothing that we can do for contracts. Alright, so if there's not anything for contracts, we can't really sell any of our equipment. We have a mower, windrow tedder, and beller. Well, we have grass fields growing now, or planted, so we can't get rid of any of that because we're going to need it at least for 3 different cuts a year. So that's a no-go on that. Fertilizer spreader, we need that to fertilize our own fields, so we can't really get rid of that either. Roller and a seeder. Well, we do plan on doing a second planting after the oats, so we can't really get rid of our seeder and our roller we're going to need for when we get done with our second planting. So we're kind of stuck with all of our equipment that we have. We need all of it. So we don't have anything that we can sell. So we are 100% relying on contracts. Now, we only need 1 pallet of eggs for this first year. So anything over that we could sell. But I don't want to expect that. Right now we're only at 422 eggs. We could sell some eggs, but I think I want to wait until I have the pallet for sure, put in storage, and then anything after that we can sell. We can't really sell our trailer. Milk, we need, what is the milk that we need? Let me pull up my notes real quick on that. So for milk, we need 2,000 liters of milk for this first year. But anything above and over that we can sell. However, if I can get the production down that we'll need to start making butter and stuff like that, we can put the extra milk in the production and not necessarily have to worry about selling it. However, currently we've only got 959 liters of milk right now as it is. So we're very in the beginning part of this challenge. We're at that point that we can't really sell anything. We can't really sell any of the products because we don't even have the products made yet for us. So we're just kind of pushing along where we're at. We're just going to have to hope that some contracts come up that we can do. Or there's some really good deals, maybe on used vehicles or used equipment that we can get at a discounted rate. But that's the area in which we are at right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this lined up and set up for our next episode, which is going to be fertilizing these fields. So I'm just getting the fertilizer out and going to get the fertilizer in the tractor, or in the spreader. And I think that is where we're going to end this episode. And we will get back to work on the next episode. So, let's see. There's 1,000 liters, 828 liters. So we'll go ahead and take that one. That's lime, seeds, wheat, solid fertilizers. I think those are our only 2 fertilizers in there. We've got chicken feed, 2 things of seed, and some lime. So yeah, that's going to be all that we have there. So this is 1,000 liters. Put that right there. And this one is 829 liters. Put that right there. Let's go ahead and get this fertilizer put in. And we used less than that to fertilize these fields, all 3 of the fields, on the first run. Because remember, we only had 3,000 liters to begin with. So we should, with the 1,800 liters that we currently have enough to fertilize these fields for the second time. So we won't have to worry about fertilizer again until September, when we plant our other field. But alright guys, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you guys are enjoying the episodes, make sure you give the video a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to continue to see videos like this one, click that notification bell. That way you know every time I upload a video and put it out. And if you wouldn't mind, please share with your friends. That way they can enjoy the farming experience as well. It'll really help out the channel. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.